hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. To return, here's Chris Conley. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2. All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance. That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The first carry now. This is Johnson. About 3 yards there to the 27. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Their big-bodied receiver from 3 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. One receiver left, that's Allen. Luck on first down. This one complete, right side to McDonald. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Derrick Henry. No gain on the play there. Second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On first and 10, Locke. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Back to the air. Luck on second down. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean up.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry, 42 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. On second down, McNair. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Now McNair off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This is a question of who wants it more. Easy to get stuck behind all the big bodies, but you've got to find a space and fight forward for the first down.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now Bell, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. From the gun, here's McNair. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now McNair. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And Frank's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's got time. Going deep here for Allen. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. 1 receiver left, that's Allen. A shotgun snap for Lott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have retaken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot out to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
McNair to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Fresh set of downs here, and they're definitely showing blitz here.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on second down is Locke. Anunu's got it, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And he's got a noon one. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, here's Henry. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Locke. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, as a defender, after a big running play against my group, I'm actually happy to see a draw play. Why? It takes a little bit longer to develop, and that gives me a chance to diagnose it and get to the play quickly.
Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now Luck on third and goal. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's fourth down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Boswell's kick is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game, a chance for the...
How they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Back now in Tampa. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And some options here for the offense on second and 2. On second down, McNair. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
McNair. A screen to Bell. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first and 10, McNair. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Out of the gun, it's McNair. Looking deep downfield. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.